All right. I'd like to welcome everyone to the November 14th, 2022 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, Vice President of the Board this year. The President today is not here today. It's Barb Lewis. My fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill is with us, as is our Administrator Tracy Davies and our Deputy Administrator Dawn Houston. Our clerks today are Jennifer Walraven and Sarah Denova. And Jennifer, I think you're running the meeting.
Resolution number 22-998 in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held November 10th, 2022.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-998. Mrs. Lewis is absent. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 22-999, in the matter of approving purchase orders, Lend and Now certificates, and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1110, and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 1110.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-999. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-1000, in the matter of scheduling the special commissioners' sessions for the 2023 budget hearings starting at 1:30 p.m. Thursday, November 17th, 2022, and continuing through Friday, November 18th, 2022, and Wednesday, November 30th, 2022.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-1000. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-1001, in the matter of authorizing the request for payment from the Local Assistance and Tribal Consistency Fund.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Eric Hostetler. We've been dealing with all of the ARPA funds and how we are to spend those. Well, ARPA also included some payments to local governments and tribal entities that are typical recipients of payment in lieu fees for federal lands or federal programs that occur in those local entities. So we have been allocated $50,000 this year and $50,000 next year for this program. The resolution will authorize the county administrator to formally request those funds and take any other actions necessary to secure them. And these are less restrictive than general ARPA funds. Basically, the only restriction is we can't use it for lobbying activity. But we will still have to do federal reporting for how we spend the money.
And it's just those 2 years.
Correct.
Okay. Good. Any other comments? All right, vote, Jennifer.
Vote on motion 22-1001. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-1002, in the matter of approving supplemental appropriations and transfer funds for Job and Family Services.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bob Anderson with Job and Family Services. These supplements and transfers go along with our quarterly transfers for our shared services.
Vote.
Vote on motion 22-1002. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-1003, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Lee Bodnar, Administrator for the Engineer's Office. Before you for your consideration are 8 standard utility permits with nothing out of the ordinary to report.
You said 8?
I count
I count
6.
6.
Oh, I'm sorry, you are correct. I stand corrected. It
Just
is
want to see if
6.
we were awake, didn't you?
Slipped a couple in there on us.
I would never do that to you.
All right, it's good to know.
Sir.
It's good to know. All right, Jennifer, let's vote.
Vote on motion 22-1003. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-1004, in the matter of accepting the roads, approving the recommended speed limits, establishing stop conditions, and releasing the bond for Heathers at Goff Village, Section 3, Phase B, Heathers at Goff Village, Section 4, Olentangy Falls, Section 3, and Olentangy Falls, Section 5.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your consideration, I'll see if I can do better than
Count
the
them
last one.
correctly.
Heather's at Golf Village, Section 3, Phase B, is part of a multi-phased subdivision located off of Sawmill Parkway in Liberty Township. It's just north of Home Road. And Olentangy Falls, Section 3 and Section 4, bless you, is a multi-phase subdivision located off of Hyatt's Road in Liberty Township. These roads that have been listed, that you have copies of, have all been inspected and meet all the approval to be accepted into the county's road system, and the appropriate stop conditions are located at the required intersections within all these subdivisions. We would recommend your approval.
Okay, comments? Vote?
Vote on motion 22-1004. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Lee.
We do have an item for other business today for our Record Center. Resolution number 22-1005, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation and a transfer of appropriation for the Record Center.
Good morning, Chris Shaw, Record
Yep.
Center.
We got to have a motion and a
We have-
second here
Oh.
first.
So moved.
Sorry.
The second. Now we can have discussion.
I received a call Thursday that our supplier that does our film and our processing decided to go out of business the first part of November. So with that, I called Don and we talked, and because there is no definite solution in place yet, EPM, the company that does our archive writer, is working on a solution. It has been recommended that we purchase a year's supply of supplies to get us through, and then we could remove that amount from our '23 budget.
So basically, we're just moving it up to make sure we have the supplies for next year.
Correct,
And then you'll have to find a new vendor.
correct.
Okay. All right. Vote?
Vote on motion 22-1005. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
That brings us to administrator reports.
Tracy?
Nothing from me today.
And I don't have anything either.
All right. Mr. Merrill?
Don't have much, I just have a couple things. First of all, the veterans events on Friday went very well. The breakfast and the two honorees that was handled at the Ag Center. That building is getting a lot of good use, and it went really well, and it's an opportunity to salute figuratively and I guess physically our veterans, and then we had an event here at 11 o'clock following that. Commissioner and I both attended both events. And we had to move it indoors, kind of on the last minute because of the weather, and it was handled very well by all parties involved, and Judge Shuck was our speaker, and it went very well as well. And again, it was an opportunity to honor our veterans. And this week, I believe it's Wednesday evening, we have a solar meeting in Radnor that I plan on attending. I will have to leave another meeting to make that meeting, but
Yeah.
I did want to attend it, so, and that's all I have.
Yeah, that solar meeting Wednesday should be really interesting, just updating on solar technology, solar farms, how it works and so on, so that will be interesting. I just had a couple other things. The Veterans Day breakfast was very well done. Commissioner Lewis presented the two awards to the honorees, and again, just a nice event. They did the rifle salute outside, and everybody stayed inside again because of the weather, but good thing. Went to a Main Street assessment lunch. They got reaccredited by the Ohio Historical Society, or Ohio Heritage Society, whatever it's called. So they're doing very well, and we're, our Main Street group is held up as the example of, the best example of a Main Street organization in the state. And that went very well. They've got, had a chance to sit next to Sean Hughes, who's the Economic Development Director for the city of Delaware, and he's got a lot of things he's working on, which is really encouraging. So it was very interesting talking to him about all the different things going on in the city. State Agricultural Easement Society, or not Society, State Agriculture Easement Board meeting tomorrow, and got a DKM meeting tomorrow. We got the Engineer Township lunch on Wednesday as well. That annual luncheon, just updating.
DK, is it your budget meeting?
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't going to be at it, so I said it must be the budget meeting.
committee. So a lot going on, but it's good stuff. So no need for executive session?
We do not have need for executive session
Okay.
today.
Well, with nothing else, we